Hey y'all, meteorologist Sydney Goldberg here from the First Alert Desk. Happy Monday and happy first day of fall. Actually, happy first day of fall in about 2 hours and 19 minutes because it officially switches over to the fall season at 1:19 p.m. today. How about those fall temperatures? Not yet. We're in the upper 80s here at the Baton Rouge Metro, as well as in Gonzales, 87, Bogalusa, 84 up in Macomb. So it's warm. It's going to be another warm day. We are dry though for most places inland in South Louisiana, but we are tracking a couple of showers and thunderstorms making their way northward, further inland near Lafayette and along the coastline here. So that's going to be the trend throughout the afternoon today. We'll watch for those showers and storms making their way further inland and building in through the afternoon. So there is a chance of rain today, but first it's going to be hot. Low 90s through the afternoon, and then we'll watch for a few scattered showers and storms developing through the afternoon and lasting through the early evening, and then temperatures will continue to gradually cool, but not by much. I'll show you that in the modeling here in terms of the showers and storms that we could expect today. Out west into the south of us, those storms are already starting to bubble up this morning, so we'll watch a few more bubble up further down towards the south, maybe a couple popping up near the Mississippi-Louisiana border there. And then they'll continue to build inland once we get into the afternoon. So here's 3 o'clock, scattered showers and storms continuing right into about 5. So early evening, dinner time, may run into a shower or a storm there. Then they'll continue to climb northward and fizzle out once we get into the later evening. And overnight hours, we should be dry, quiet, and calm. So scattered storms through the afternoon today. That's also going to be the case for Tuesday. But the change becomes by the middle of the week. Wednesday into Thursday, scattered to numerous storms expected before we trend back to a drier and a really nice pattern to end out the work week and to the weekend. Why the change? Our next cold front is on the way. So here's Tuesday at 7 a.m. We have a low pressure system to the north and west of us that sinks down towards the south. That brings storms for our friends up to the north. By Wednesday morning into the afternoon, more scattered to numerous showers, so much more widespread Wednesday. Here's Wednesday afternoon. That continues Wednesday evening, overnight into Thursday as that cold front continues to get closer. By Thursday morning, we'll start to see a drier pattern taking place. So rain in the morning, and then that'll drop off as we go throughout the day on Wednesday as that front makes its way through, bringing much nicer conditions for Friday, drier, and really nice for the weekend. But with that frontal boundary and those storms ahead of it, there is a chance for some strong to severe storms embedded in that line. And so the Storm Prediction Center has highlighted a 1 out of 5 marginal risk for severe weather. That's through Wednesday morning through Thursday morning. That stretches all the way from the tip of Texas all the way into the portions of the Ohio River Valley. And that's covering majority of the state of Louisiana. Now the main threat for any of those stronger to severe storms is going to be damaging wind, but of course, frequent lightning is possible, small hail. Not worried about the tornado threat, just going to be a strong wind threat possible with some of those storms. So this is our first real cold front for the fall season, but it's not going to bring those nice chilly fall temperatures that we're thinking about. In fact, temperatures really just dropped to average. So we're above average right on through Wednesday. Once that front passes through Thursday, temperatures drop to the mid to upper 80s. So it'll feel much nicer through the afternoon. We're experiencing low 90s, even some mid 90s this past weekend. So we'll feel the difference, and it'll be below average for this time of year. So 80s is our summer or fall temperatures that we expect here in September. All right, let's talk about the tropics. Hurricane Gabrielle was a Category 1 hurricane yesterday. As of this morning, it's now a major hurricane. Category 3 as of 10 a.m. Sustained winds 120 miles an hour. Now, is still expected to stay east of Bermuda and take that right turn, but it is expected to continue to strengthen, possibly Category 4, but it is expected to maintain Category 3 status by tomorrow and then continue to weaken as it stays out into the open Atlantic. So that's good news there, but it is now our second major hurricane on the list. Check this out. This is the tropical satellite. This is from the past 12 hours. You can see Gabrielle. It had no eye wall circulation, and then now a very clear eye wall center there. So that rapidly intensified from yesterday into this morning into a major hurricane. There's 2 other areas though the National Hurricane Center is monitoring for tropical development. One here and one here. They don't look a whole lot, they don't look impressive right now. They're very just disorganized thunderstorms, but the one to the left, that has highlighted for a medium chance of development, 40% through the next week, and the one right behind it, that has a high chance of developing through the next 7 days. It's at 70%, 20 through the next 2 days. So we'll have to continue to monitor this. Right now, you notice that the blobs are curved, that same kind of trajectory that Gabrielle is taking, but we'll have to watch to see how wide of a turn that is, and then the timing of those development features, and to see if we see any kind of indications that they get closer to the U.S. coastline. So plenty of time to monitor, but there are 2 other areas that we're watching. So Gabrielle is off the list, now a major hurricane. The next name on the list is the H name, and that is Umberto, followed by the I name, Imelda. So we're still into hurricane season, but once we get into October, the risk becomes significantly less for us in the Gulf Coast. So we'll continue to monitor that. Back here at home, though, not really feeling the fall temperatures for the next several days, but once we get that cold front swinging through, good rain chances by the middle of the week, including Thursday. Once that front slides through Thursday, though, more fall-like temperatures, upper 80s, and mornings in the low to mid 60s, so that'll feel nice. All right, Jeff Morrow will have more details on the rest of the forecast today, including what to expect with that next cold front and those September fall temperatures for you on the 9 News Noon Show coming up.